Hello and welcome to the Rezero Network. My name is Don Pepiot and this is Dan Webb.
Hello, how's it going, everyone?
We're here today playing a PS4 exclusive, NieR, that's coming out next year. Obviously the first one was absolutely insane.
Not in a good way, right? Did you like it?
I quite liked it, yeah.
Really?
I thought it was quite a cult game. Like, you know,
I didn't play it, but...
I'm not trying to be a hipster, but I really enjoyed it for what it was.
Okay.
Like, you know, no spoilers, I guess, but there was mechanics in it that would like delete your game saves if you did things wrong, and I think that's quite a brave thing to do.
It is.
Stupid or brave, I'm not sure, but
yeah, I had a lot of people got pissed off with the fishing.
Oh yes, yeah, the mini games and such.
Okay.
So this game is a follow-up. It's helped in design by Platinum Games of Bayonetta and everything. Now look at these dodges and stuff, man. It's such a... I didn't expect it to be as much of a Platinum game as it is.
Yeah, well, who developed the last one? It wasn't Platinum, right?
No, it wasn't. They actually bought Platinum in, I heard, to help out with all the bullet hell stuff, because apparently they thought, I know, Platinum will do that really well. Okay,
Platinum do everything really well, right?
Yeah, they do. They've got an eye for game design. What I didn't know before I got my own hands on with this is that you basically have a turret.
No, I didn't know that either.
So like it's everything you'd expect from a a kind of Bayonetta, Devil May Cry-ish sort of game, with a turret. With like even some times you'll have twin stick shooting sections. It's like, what the hell is this game?
Oh,
it's
wow.
such a chimera, all this stuff rammed together.
So how much did you play? So you played a few hours, right?
Yeah, I played a few hours, but this is basically the demo that's going to be available the day this video is uploaded. It's available on the 22nd of December. It's a good example of what you can expect from the game.
Did you play more than the... Is it? I guess it's a demo, not a beta, right?
Yeah, basically.
Did you play more than that, or did you actually get your hands on with the whole thing?
No, this is what I played. I played the slice beforehand, so it's basically we can give impressions here on how some tips as well of how to get through it or whatever. I have cut a little bit of the middle section out, so you can watch this video and it's not all going to be ruined for you. So it's definitely worth going to play yourself as well. But here we go. Here's a Platinum thing, a big boss.
Okay. Oh Jesus!
A boss bigger than you. It's just a grindy wheel.
It's a grindy wheel.
It's a grindy wheel.
Is that the official name?
It is. The story is batshit, and it was already hard to follow from just the couple of minutes I played. But you're expecting that of this kind of game, I guess.
What do you know about it? I mean, it's coming out early next year, right?
Yes, it's coming out early next year. It's basically ready now, from what I understand. They're just kind of polishing up and getting the combat systems ready. It's
the combat looks cool, though.
The combat looks great, and it's open world. You can kind of get everywhere and come back, and get like kind of Metroid style, I guess, in a way. And it runs at a smooth 60, which is quite rare for open world games on this gen, right, so far?
Well, yeah, like we were promised it going into this gen, and we haven't really got it
that much so far. So yeah, the combat is a mix of you've got a light and a heavy attack. You see the two swords I've got on my back.
Yeah.
They can be swapped out at any time for other swords of the same, or the weapons. You can have a glaive. They're actually putting Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest weapons in there as well.
I saw that yesterday.
To do timing events and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. They're actually going to put Noctis Warp Blade from Final Fantasy 15 in there. The engine, which is, and you'll get his ability to warp to and from. So that's really cool. Also, your bot on the side can be upgraded. Instead of just being a turret, you can make him like a grappler, so he can work like Dante's arm in the Devil May Cry and stuff, or cool. Nero, sorry.
Yeah.
And also he can do all the things like he can be
Does your turret always fire?
No, I'm doing that with the right bumper, R1, and it's just good. It's not doing a lot of damage as you can see, but it's doing enough to really make a difference. Right. So you can soften them up with that. Also, on standard enemies, you can do that to basically all but kill them, and then you can finish them off with a finisher on the circle button.
Like you just did, about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. Also, what you've seen there is I can parry. It's got it becomes like Witch Time in Bayonetta, if anyone remembers that, where you can parry at the right time and combat out. So I didn't manage to do it there, but I did enough damage to it to mess it up.
Do you know much about the story?
Not an awful lot, to be honest. I know
the character. Why has she got? What, is she blind?
She's a robot. So I imagine a robot. All these characters here we're being introduced to, they're all robots, they're all androids.
Okay.
As in the first one. And
dangerous, man.
Again, don't want to spoil a lot of it.
No, we won't. They're robots.
But
just go with it.
They're coming back to Earth, and Earth has been taken over by other machines, and they're trying to they're kind of like a scout system trying to reclaim that all.
What happened to the humans? Are they just gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bloody humans.
Yeah, right. So you'll notice in the corner at the bottom, on the bottom right there, it keeps saying recovery unit has been used because of health. I've got that because I'm playing this, admittedly, on normal mode. I did do a run of hard, but unfortunately my sound didn't capture, and that's the only reason I can't show it. It's not because I was shit.
Yeah, dumb excuses, mate. Excuses. Yeah, I completed the hardest game in the world. I completed Ninja Gaiden 2 without getting hit.
But
nobody knows because I forgot to capture, and when I did capture, the game didn't capture.
Just blew up. Yeah, it's not my fault at all. But in this game, in this version of the game, you'll auto heal with items like that.
Okay.
But in the harder version, that will not happen. So you have to think. You have to actively think about when you're gonna heal.
Is it hard? Because it looks very easy at the moment with that turret.
Nah, it's hard. Like that turret helps, but it's again this is on easy for the sake of the video, I guess, or sorry, medium for the sake of the video. But when you get onto the harder modes and you need to really start thinking about the attacks you're stringing together and avoiding these bullets because they take up a big chunk of your health as well. It's not like an incidental thing if you get hit by them.
It seems to be a common thing in these big bullet things.
Yeah, right. You'll see a lot of these and always that style as well. I was on about those finishing moves.
There's one right on cue, mate. Right on cue.
Right
well,
on cue.
2 minutes
only
later
a few
on
minutes
cue.
out. But yeah, so this is like an open world section as well. So you're going to see me take certain routes through this bit. But I was shown while I was playing this demo that there are multiple ways, even through the demo itself, and you can link back. And it's kind of like Dark Souls, where you can walk down a crane and hit a thing, hit a lever, and that crane will take you back to the start of the level.
Okay.
No
really?
Yeah. So no practical use for that really from the demo. But imagine in the open world, you're going to want to come back to certain places, get more items, kill more shit. Who knows?
So when is this out? Do you know?
I want to say February, but that might be the Japanese one. I really should have researched that.
Well done, Don. well done. It's out next year. That's all we know.
It's out early next year, out in Q1 for sure.
Okay.
Which is nice because I think the PlayStation needs another kind of action RPG like this.
Oh, you were talking about this in the office the other day. It switches to a 2D plane.
Yeah, right. And what a wonderful idea.
Well, it's better than running these fucking things in 3D.
Yeah, right. And also, like, you know, again, in the harder difficulties, I noticed more enemies and different attack patterns here. But for this one, it's just a nice glimpse. This is quite early on in the game, I understand, as well. So it's a nice glimpse of what you can kind of expect. This is what I was on about, a secret route I managed to find. He could have just gone and climbed around the edges and fought more shit, but I ran through and did this instead.
Oh, nice.
And it takes you straight back into another 3D area.
I like it. It's a good transition.
Yeah, right? There's a lot of this stuff.
Seamless, mate.
A lot of really nice sort of, I do wonder how they can keep up the motivation of it for like the whole game. So like, you know, switching to 2D, 3D, going some points you go top down as well. Which is
really?
Like, yeah, for like proper bullet hell stuff.
Okay.
And I wonder how often they can surprise you with that going through.
Yeah, but I guess it's like a lot of games, open world games, tend to get pacing a little bit wrong.
Yeah, right.
And if you can throw stuff like that in to break the pacing up and to give you like a new challenge, then great. I'm all for that.
Yeah, for sure. So these you get introducing now some floating enemies to you, which are handy again later on in the game when your bot's upgraded. You can use it to sneak, get a bit closer to them and do all sorts of weird different things. There's also different weapons available later on that can do area of effect attacks rather than slashes up and down.
Okay.
Also, she's got 2 arms that you can equip. So you've got a big sword. If you equip the heavy sword to her light attack, it'll have a different moveset from if it was equipped to the heavy side.
Okay.
So there's so many intricate systems going on in this that it blew my mind. It really did. Also, while this is going on, let's talk about the kind of RPG system of it, the RAM she has. So everything in the game you see on the screen right now, the map, the stuff I'm obtaining, my reticule, the health bar, that's all taking up RAM that I've made a conscious decision to include. If I wanted to put on a really ridiculous ability like, you know, instant death, so I don't know if that exists, you know, for example, if I could probably strip back everything on the screen and put that in instead.
Oh, okay.
There's even an option to instant game over and remove her CPU unit, and if you take it out, it's just game over. There's no reason for that to be there other than it would be in a RAM board, right?
There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason like down the line that we don't know about yet.
Maybe it's one of the cutscenes. If you kill yourself or something, a different ending will happen. Who knows? Like,
that's bizarre. Like, yeah, game designers, for the most part, don't put stuff in their games unless there is an
explicit reason.
But then I say that, and then there's some stupid shooting games that just makes no sense. So
yeah,
but usually there's if they're going to code something into a game,
there's a nod to it, right?
Yeah,
for sure. I've actually just blurred out here. It's about 10 minutes between where I was and the boss of the level. Just in case anyone wants to enjoy it themselves, you know.
So this is the final boss of the
demo. You'll be fighting this yourself. It's basically an oil rig that has come to life.
Okay.
Because why not? Right?
Yeah, why not? Right.
It's you know, robots and Earth and post-apocalypse kind of thing. So
it's very Transformers-y.
I thought that it's got such a Transformers face, hasn't it? Right.
But they're not very much in disguise. But they were in disguise.
And now you get a taste of real bullet hell. Again, it's funny watching this back because I went and played the harder one after I did this recording. It's funny watching it back how different the attack patterns are. If you are into your challenges, if you're the kind of person that plays Devil May Cry on Dante Must Die mode or something, you're going to love what this game can offer.
Dante Must Die, is that the hardest?
It's not the very hardest, but it's getting there. There is a mode actually on the hardest mode of this game. You will die if anything even touches you.
Really?
Yeah. So that's again, it's a bit like I said, it's like heaven or hell from the old DMC games. But
yeah, right.
Except there's no heaven; it's just hell.
It's just hell or
hell. Yeah.
It's like a bit of a pounder now, right?
I know, right? It's getting used to this guy. It's getting the timing. Like any of these games, get the timing right. You can dodge out of pretty much everything. And then you can dodge and then counter at the dodge. Your light, your light attack, your heavy attack, and your shoot will all have counters out of the dodge.
What's that thing you keep doing?
The blast.
Yeah.
It's if you hold down shoot, you can blast instead.
Oh, okay.
So here's our friend we met earlier. He's coming in to help because he's realising we're having a bit of a bad time.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What was it?
That was it. That was supposed to be it.
Oh.
Yeah. You can use charge attacks as well. Again, once you've got a different bot, that might be quite different.
Yeah.
So. And this is cool as well. Didn't expect this to happen at all. We get a friend to come and help us in with their own set of damage numbers and own what seems like AI. It didn't seem scripted because different things were happening every time I played it. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's going to be a feature of the game or not. Also, you see that bar underneath my bot? That's like a recharge thing. As soon as it hits the top again, I can do a heavy burst.
Which is that? The charge.
Yeah. That one. Yeah, that's it.
Oh god, 274 damage.
So it's definitely worth doing. You know, the 4s and 5s are stacking up. But
this looks like it could be a fucking really long boss battle.
It can be, but I wasn't doing enough damage on the wheel last time it was coming in. See how much I'm chipping off already. Also, I wasn't comboing properly, so it is a bit like, you know, the old X Y will do a light heavy kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Are there like combos like that? Devil May Cry and Bayonet kind of thing?
Yeah, I was
like XXY, YXXY.
I spent a little bit of time in the antechamber you saw before with all the big guys, like trying to practice and do them all. I couldn't even, in the time I had, I couldn't even do them all with 2 sets of weapons.
Oh, really?
And there were going to be about, you know, maybe 10 plus different kinds of weapons that can all work interchangeably. So again, that's why I keep saying DMC, because, you know, you could use the nunchucks with the sword and then you swap into the dual swords, it would be different, all that kind of thing. It was very similar to that. And then it's got all this nice side of it. It's got all this sci-fi dressing as well, which I really, really like. It looks interesting. It's a very stylish game.
You know what? I didn't know anything about it, to be honest, until I'd seen this. I knew it was announced. I know that Platinum were doing it, and I know that everyone said it was a little bit more like Dark Souls meets kind of DMC.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I didn't really know that much, and after seeing this, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Well, it'll appeal to you as well, because it's got a proper deep RPG system in it as well, like with the items and the selling and the kind of all that stuff. Yeah, I think there's a lot to it. A lot more than I thought there was to it as well, to be honest, and I kind of knew about the history of the series. So
yeah.
I'm glad I got a chance to play it, and I'm glad the demo's coming out, and I think everyone should just get in the camera shot there.
When's the demo out? You should know that one.
22nd of December.
Because the embargo's up at
on the morning of that day.
Yeah.
So it's out in Japan and here and everywhere on that day. Okay. And it's good. Like the voice acting's alright as well. You can't really hear it much with us talking on top of it, but it's, you know, a lot of JRPGs are kind of criticised for how low quality they can be. This one isn't bad at all. It's definitely serviceable in the English language dub.
Cool beans.
Look at this as well as a boss design. It's just. He's also
oh wait, so the boss fight's not over?
Nope.
This is like midway through it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
So talk about like Shadow of the Colossus, right? You know, a little bit sillier, but it's I guess it's comparable. And again, I've gone a different way. You could have gone round to his face, but I've decided to climb onto his platform at the back here to just go
right by his butt. You want to go to his butt. Oh no! But what's happened to Steve? Steve's a cyborg. I guess he's not even a cyborg, is he? He's just a Borg.
There's no side to it. They're all called, as far as I'm aware, they're all called something with like one letter then one number.
Yeah, like 2B, that was right.
Yeah, that's right. Like 9S.
Where's not 2B?
Oh, he's not to be anymore.
I guess right. But no, you haven't made any puns during this video. I'm quite impressed on.
Thank you. Notice as well that enemies were leveled there. They were slightly higher level than the ones I've encountered before, and that's also impacting my level at the top. I'm currently level 4. the start of the demo I was level 3, so that's the whole thing.
Wow, you went from level 3 to level 4, Don.
It's slow. It's a slow burn. Even when the boss dies, I don't think you get that much for it. So I think that's where the open world's going to come in. It's going to make you... I used to like going back through Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and grinding, like, you know, just killing shit just to practice. This is going to give you a kind of a reason
Oh
to
wait,
do
you're
that.
2B. Or he's 2B.
I think you're 2B.
Okay. And he's 2C.
The aesthetic's really cool as well. You can tell it's a Square Enix game.
You can tell it's a Japanese game, right?
Yeah, for sure. That little guy in the background, if you do certain pre-orders, you can dress him up like an original PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
little consoles and stuff. So here's where the game got a little bit... Again, in the demo, in one demo, this game kept giving me surprises.
Wait, what?
And the next surprise is that I'm going to be a mech.
That's cool. Well, you turret is.
No, you as well.
Oh, 2B gets in it?
Yeah, right?
Is that his mech?
Yeah, because he's obviously dead now. He can't even deal, can he?
This is what, like 20-30 minutes long, the demo?
Yeah. Well, if you want to go through the first time and do everything, it's probably going to put an hour maybe into it.
Oh, really?
A little bit longer than that. But if you can blast through it in about half an hour.
Is it a game that needs a demo, do you think?
Yes. Because I would have had no clue about this until I played it.
Yeah.
And having me
But,
play
I
this has really made me realise the combat is absolutely top notch. Like I say, proper full-on platinum game.
Yeah, but we would have known that anyway because we're press and we do stuff. Like we get to see it. But do you know what I mean? Like
for the public, I guess.
Is everyone else going to benefit from it?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think it's going to raise awareness of the game. I don't think a lot of people expected this. They knew NieR is this really bizarre JRPG. Like,
yeah, I guess the last one didn't. I don't want to say it didn't do itself any favours, but it was very, as far as JRPGs and nicheness goes.
Oh yeah, it's probably up there as one of the most niche.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you're talking about less niche JRPGs like Final Fantasy.
Or even Persona now as well. Like those things are quite accessible.
Yeah, I guess right.
This is NieR. I guess is probably one of the least accessible games that came out of that generation.
Yeah.
In the JRPG gamut. So yeah, the second one.
Beating now, mate.
Yeah, right. You can't fuck with me. I'm a mech, man.
You get to keep the mecha?
I assume it will be available for more.
Cool. But yeah, so demo's out the 22nd. Yeah. So thanks for watching, folks, and we will see you next time. See you later. Bye.